If you ever see a dog standing alone at night, not moving, not barking, just watching you, and something about it feels off, don't assume it's lost. Because according to countless stories, legends, and warnings passed down for generations, there are certain dogs you don't approach, certain dogs you don't speak to, and certain dogs you should never follow. Not because they're aggressive, but because they're not actually dogs. Today, I'm breaking down the Skinwalker Dog rules you must never break. The mistakes people make right before things go very wrong, and why surviving these encounters isn't about running. It's about knowing when not to move at all. If you are just hearing about Skinwalker for the first time, then you need to know what it is. In Native American folklore, particularly in Navajo tradition, a skinwalker is said to be a shapeshifter, something that can take the form of animals in order to blend in, observe humans, and move without drawing attention. One of the most common forms described is a dog. Not because dogs are scary, but because dogs are familiar. A skinwalker dog usually looks normal at first glance. Same size, same shape, same fur patterns. But people who claim encounters almost always say the same thing. This is the reason why you need to know the rules that might make you survive an encounter with a real-life skinwalker. Rule number 1. If a dog appears in front of you, especially at night, in an isolated area, on a trail, near woods, or outside your home, and starts walking away while looking back at you, do not follow it. It is definitely a skinwalker, and it's trying to possess you. According to stories, this is the most common trap. The dog isn't leading you somewhere random, it's leading you somewhere alone. People who broke this rule say the dog always walks just far enough ahead to stay in sight, but never close enough to touch. And the farther you go, the quieter everything gets. The moment you realize you're too far from where you started, the dog usually stops, turns around, and then it stares. I did some research and actually found a video of an actual skinwalker dog that terrified its owner. Watch this video closely.
Okay, first of all, it's midnight. You look scary. It's completely blackout. Can we please go inside and just go to bed? I'm terrified. Sir, you're getting very close to me. Why are you walking like that? No, Steven, we don't need... No, Steven, it's time for bed, no, I just want to go to sleep. Steven, no! Why, Steven? Why are you stalking me? Guys, you asked for more stalking videos, and here he is! Steven, it is 1:03 a.m. Please don't do this. This is not the time, sir. Ooh. No, nothing? You're scaring me!
Rule number 2. Never call out to a skinwalker dog. You need to stop playing with every dog you see on the streets at night. You might be calling or playing with a skinwalker. In skinwalker lore, acknowledgement is permission, not in a literal sense, but in an awareness sense. The moment you speak to it, you're no longer just observing it. You're engaging, and that changes the encounter. People claim that once you talk to a skinwalker dog, its behavior shifts. Instead of watching from a distance, it starts responding. Sometimes it moves closer. Sometimes it tilts its head. Sometimes it mimics real dog behavior almost perfectly. But sometimes it does something dogs shouldn't be able to do, like making sounds that aren't barks. It doesn't growl or whine. It says something in form of broken words, distorted tones, or sounds that feel almost human but wrong enough to trigger instinctive fear. That's when most people realize they shouldn't have spoken. This is the exact scenario that happened in this video I stumbled across on the internet, a case of an actual skinwalker having a conversation. Watch this video closely and don't get too scared.
This thing is so weird. Can you understand me? What?
After watching this, you can't tell me that the creature in the video is not a skinwalker. Even if you come across a skinwalker, you must keep your cool, which brings us to the next rule. Rule number 3. Never let a skinwalker see you panic. This one is subtle, but crucial. Fear isn't the problem. Reaction is. Skinwalker dogs don't chase the way predators do. They chase the way manipulators do. Not fast, not loud, slow. If you freeze, scream, bolt, or start acting frantic, stories say the dog's behavior changes. It doesn't attack. It advances. Calmly, quietly, confidently, almost like it knows you've lost control of the situation. The safest response, according to legends, is neutral behavior. No sudden movements. No staring contests. No backing away too fast. Just slow, controlled distance. People who survive encounters almost always say the same thing. I didn't react. And eventually it stopped. Not because it lost interest, but because it lost leverage. Rule number 4, never stare into its eyes. This sounds small, but it comes up constantly in stories. Dogs don't usually hold eye contact for long periods. They glance. They look away. They blink. Skinwalker dog don't. People say their eyes feel wrong, not glowing, not monstrous, just too focused. Like they're watching you instead of your movement. And folklore warns that prolonged eye contact creates something like recognition. Not possession, not control, more like awareness. People report sudden dizziness, confusion, or memory gaps after staring too long, like moments went missing. Nothing dramatic. Just, I don't remember how I got home. I don't remember when it left. I don't remember when the encounter ended. Which is honestly scarier than anything physical happening. Rule 5. Never take photos or videos. This one messes people up because it feels harmless. You see something weird. You pull out your phone. You hit record. But according to countless stories, the moment cameras come out, things escalate. Phones glitch. Videos corrupt. Files disappear. Battery drains instantly. And sometimes, people claim the dog reacts. Not violently, just differently. Moving closer, turning its head sideways, standing taller. Almost like it doesn't like being documented. Which makes sense if the goal is remaining unnoticed. And even when footage does survive, it never looks the way the person remembers. The dog appears normal. The lighting looks off. The encounter feels dull. But the memory feels wrong. Like something important didn't transfer. Rule 6. Never follow it into dark or enclosed spaces. This includes woods, alleyways, tunnels, abandoned buildings, trails at night, unlit roads, anywhere that limits visibility or escape. Skinwalker dogs don't attack in open spaces. They isolate first. And isolation doesn't mean empty. It means controlled. People who broke this rule say the dog always waits just outside the entrance. And isolation doesn't mean empty. It means control. People who broke this rule say the dog always waits just outside the entrance, at the edge of the woods, at the doorway, at the trail opening, watching, not entering first, waiting for you to step forward. And once you do, the environment changes. Sounds vanish. Distances feel distorted. Landmarks disappear. Not physically, mentally. You forget how far you walked. You forget which direction you came from. You forget how long you've been there. And that's when panic sets in. Which is exactly what the dog seems to wait for. Rule number 7. Never let it lead you home. This rule is less known and more disturbing. Some people report encounters where they ignore the dog, walk away, and later realize the dog followed them. Not aggressively, not visibly, just there, across the street, at the corner, at the edge of the driveway, not approaching, watching. According to folklore, letting a skinwalker dog learn where you live is dangerous. Not because it attacks, but because it returns. People report seeing the same dog outside their home days later, hearing scratching or pacing at night, hearing animal sounds that don't match real dogs, feeling watched indoors. The encounter doesn't end in the woods. It ends when distance is maintained. That's why tradition says if you believe you've encountered one, don't go straight home. Go somewhere public. Go somewhere bright. Go somewhere busy. Let the trail break. Rule 8. Never try to test it. This is where curiosity kills people. Testing means throwing something at it, calling it over as a joke, making noise to see if it reacts, approaching slowly, trying to scare it. People who do this say the dog doesn't react like an animal. It doesn't flinch. It doesn't bark. It doesn't retreat. It just watches, and then sometimes moves closer, slowly, without breaking eye contact. Not threatening, not aggressive, just intentional. Usually when instinct kicks in and people back off, which is exactly what they should have done earlier. The rule isn't don't test it because it's dangerous. The rule is don't test it because it's not normal. Rule number 9. Never talk about it near the area it appeared. This one sounds weird, but it shows up constantly in folklore. People who encounter skinwalker dogs are told not to speak about it near where it happened, especially outdoors, especially at night. Not because it hears you, but because acknowledgement is attention, and attention invites repetition. People who break this rule claim they start noticing the same dog shape again, sounds in the distance, shadows at the edge of vision, the same path feeling wrong, not aggressively haunted, just not alone. Stories say encounters fade when ignored, but intensify when discussed, which is why many people never talk about them publicly at all. Rule 10. Never assume it's over just because it left. This is the rule that catches people off guard. Most encounters don't end dramatically. The dog doesn't attack. It doesn't chase. It doesn't transform. It just leaves, walks away, disappears behind something, fades into darkness. And people think, okay, that was weird, but it's over. But folklore says the encounter doesn't end when it leaves. It ends when it loses interest. And interest fades when you stop reacting, and you stop searching for it, you stop thinking about it, and you stop talking about it, you stop checking for it. People who obsess afterward report more sightings. People who move on don't. The danger isn't physical harm. It's psychological presence. And attention feeds presence. There are some common signs you may have encountered a skinwalker dog. People who claim encounters often report. The dog appeared alone at night. It didn't bark, growl, or whine. It stood completely still for long periods. It watched instead of reacting. It walked away while looking back. The environment felt quiet or distorted. They felt watched long after it disappeared. No attacks, no violence, no gore, just wrongness. And that's the part people can't shake. Well, if you encounter one, this is what you should do. Don't engage. Don't stare. Don't follow. Don't panic. Don't acknowledge. Instead, stay calm. Create distance slowly. Move toward light and people. Act normal. Don't look back repeatedly. The goal isn't escape. It's non-participation. The encounter only becomes dangerous when interaction begins. Skinwalker dogs don't chase. They don't attack. They don't rush. They wait. They observe. And they rely on curiosity, fear, and instinct to do the work for them. That's why the most dangerous thing you can do in a skinwalker encounter isn't run. It's engage. Because the moment you interact, you're no longer just being watched. You're being tested. Thanks for watching this video. Please do remember that this channel and videos is purely for entertainment purposes only. Although some facts might be real, but it doesn't mean all dogs are skinwalkers. Please subscribe and comment if you enjoyed this video. Also, check out my recently released stories about skinwalkers. You will enjoy it, I promise. Click the link on my bio to check it out. It's free for now, so don't miss out. We are now on TikTok and we upload videos there almost daily. So check out our TikTok account for trailers and also see how we make our videos. It's going to be fun, I promise. Stay safe and remember, skinwalker dogs can be real, so stay safe always.